How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. I just bought another penny stock. I know. I've been buying lots of different stocks recently. But if you just take a look at some of the stocks that we've been buying, just take a look at this here. And these are just the penny stocks here. TMDI up about 34% since we bought it just a couple weeks ago. TTOO up about 37%. And remember, this is actually a down day for some of these stocks. ABML is up just about 4% for us. SENS is up 146. If we go over to WeBull, you can see here I've sorted again by the price. This one is up about 58% for us. T2, we bought the dip. And this one, AMC, we actually just bought to be part of the movement. We bought one share. And then American Resources, we bought and we're up about 90%. I also was in Planet 13 early. I was also in TSNP, which is in Fidelity now. And I believe that one's up. Let me see if I can pull it up here. That one is up a lot too. You can see we're up 350%. 100% on PLNHF. And of course, we have varying degrees of actually being in these stocks, how much we put in. Usually it's a small buy, but I do want to hit on this one because yesterday I talked to you in this video about some stocks that people are reaching out to me about. A lot of them are interesting ones. And the one that I got overwhelmingly is TYME. So that's the company that we're talking about, TYME Technologies, and I'm going to go over that in a second. It's a really interesting company. Again, I bought in. I'll tell you exactly my thoughts on it and when I'll sell, because I am planning on selling this one if it goes too high. So I'll tell you that a little bit further in and then just give you a background on the company. Now, if you guys like this, please leave a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to hit subscribe, I would appreciate that too. I think we make a lot of videos here that will be beneficial to you. We make a couple videos every single day. And I will say too, if you guys didn't see this video yesterday, Tesla bought 1.5 billion in Bitcoin. I talked about how I use BlockFi. I actually put $10,000 in crypto yesterday in Bitcoin and Ethereum. I had the most number of signups I've ever seen. So if you guys weren't one of those people that signed up, there were about 200 people that signed up for my link. I usually get 8 to 15 in a day. There were 200 people that signed up for it yesterday. So if you haven't gone on that yet, there is a link down below to BlockFi where you can actually gain interest on your cryptocurrency. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. It's a great place, I think, to put some money right now, especially with everything that's going on. Also, there is a link down there to WeBull. If you guys want, you can get some free money. Just deposit $100. So definitely check that out. But we're talking about TYME Technologies today. It's at $3.15. I'll just refresh it here for you. $3.16. We bought the dip in here. So I had been hearing about this company from a couple different people, honestly. Actually, I should say a lot of different people over the last few days. And I finally got a chance to take a look at it today. I bought it $2.96. I was able to get in right at this dip here. Now, again, if you guys want, and I've said this a couple times in other videos too, if you guys want to check out my Patreon, I tell you exactly when I buy and sell stocks. So you can check out the link down below if you're interested in that. You can see that it actually was down about at $2.30 or so for a little bit, but we were all the way at $4.80. So this company has been trading a lot more expensive. It's around a $540 million market cap. So what do? Well, there's actually a really nice article on Seeking Alpha about them. This is from last year, but they're an emerging biotech company developing cancer metabolism-based technologies. They're intended to be effective across various solid tumors and hematological cancers, which have low toxicity profile. So they have a couple different drugs in the pipeline, and just right off the bat, they are pre-revenue. This is a very risky play, right? So I'll explain how much I put into it towards the end. So they have had some decent trial data. Clinical trial data to date has demonstrated that SM88 has achieved confirmed tumor responses across 15 different cancers, both solid and liquid tumors, including pancreatic, lung, breast, prostate, sarcoma, lymphoma cancers with minimal serious grade 3 or higher adverse events. So the hype recently, and again, this is just like this week that the hype is hitting, because we were at February 3 and we went up to $5. The hype this week is that they had a patent claim covering use of TYME-19 to treat pandemic infections. So they say, unlike immune therapies which depend on the structure of the external virus coat of the pandemic disease, where the therapy directs its attack, we believe TYME-19 is agnostic to the structure and any mutations to the viral coat. So this is really a buzz right now. This is a buzz word or a buzz area right now. Anything that has to do with the pandemic and biotech in general is hot right now. So keep in mind, this company was much cheaper. Let's look at the 1 month. It was sitting around 180, 170. Now, Yahoo, I saw, has a pretty high price target. I believe it's almost 9, but we were trading much cheaper. So keep in mind, you're buying this when it is up a lot. However, the reason that it's down recently, and I think we've seen this in a lot of companies, when you look at NNDM, BNGO, sends, whenever they have a share offering, the share price drops. So they announced just recently, and actually this is February 8th, that they closed their $100 million registered direct offering of common stock. So it jumped up yesterday on the news that they registered or that they closed this direct offering. This is actually really good, and I don't mind when companies do this. I know a lot of people like jump out and they freak out when this happens because like if Coca-Cola went and started a share offering and wanted to dilute shares by, let's say, 20%, or they wanted 20% more shares on the market, that would be worrisome for me. Because I'm buying it because it's a value play because of the earnings per share. I'm buying it because it's just a solid play. I don't think that it's going to grow that much. But with something like this, with pharma, with biotech, the money is really the most important thing, because if they actually can make a good product and actually can scale it, they're going to make lots of money down the line. It's just a question of whether they can get to that point. So the fact that they closed this is really good. They didn't have much money at the end of last quarter. They were burning through 5 or 6 million every single quarter. So the fact that they got 100 million will last them for a while. You can see that their total current assets are about 15 million. Their total cash and short-term investments at the end of December was just 13 million. And their current liabilities are just 4.5 now. Long-term liabilities 6.5. So I really think this is going to last them for a while. And keep in mind, this was at $2.50 a share, right? And they were not $2.50 a share for long. I mean, they jumped up. And then they announced that they were going to do this, that they were going to have this direct offering, and then it fell back down. But they were just $1.80 a couple days before, and if we look over the 6 months, they were much cheaper, so it only made sense to have this direct offering. Now, I personally like the fact that BlackRock also has bought a good portion of this, 253,000 shares, and I realize that's not the most because this isn't a super expensive company, but I do like to see that they have taken an ownership in them. Also, we have Vanguard Group. So overall, BlackRock Fund Advisors owns about $7 million worth, which is over 1% of the company. Also, Vanguard owns about 1%. Then there are some other companies here too. So I do like the fact that BlackRock and Vanguard own it. Now the stakes I think are a little bit off because the market cap has gone up today. But this is one that I bought today, like I said, at $296. I plan on holding it for a little while. I want to swing trade it though, just because it is very high risk. So I will be, I think, selling this if it goes into the upper threes. Just keep that in mind. I'm always honest with you guys, so I want to sell it if it goes into the upper threes. Now, I'll have to see kind of what the movement's like. That's something that I do. I know a lot of other people have like sell limits at certain numbers, but I like to see the trajectory. I like to see what the news is, what the buzz is, because if it's going up in a straight line, I don't want it to sell, like, let's say I said at 350 and it jumps up or it's climbing very quickly. I don't want to sell it at the wrong point and just make an uninformed decision. So I always keep a close eye on these. But again, do your own research. This is a very risky company, and I only have about 0.5% of my portfolio in this company. So keep that in mind. I'm not putting large amounts into these penny stocks, but part of that is a lot of them are appreciating and then they're becoming, multiple percent of my portfolio. And then, there's more risk in it then too, once they are a bigger portion. So that's just something that I keep in mind. And I do hold a handful of different penny stocks at this point. I think almost all of them, if not all of them, are in the biotech space. So definitely check this one out. I've gotten a lot of people reaching out to me about this, like so many people. I think in the video yesterday, I had around 100 people that were, hitting the like button for this company or messaging me that they wanted this company. So definitely check this one out. Again, I think it's one that is highly risky, but could be very high potential. So thank you guys so much for watching this. I really appreciate it. If you guys like this, please hit the thumbs up. It means a lot. Also, there is that link down to Patreon. There's the link down to BlockFi, and there's the link down to WeBull. So WeBull, if you want some free money and start trading on the platform, trade before and after market hours. BlockFi, if you want interest on some cryptocurrencies and you want to start buying cryptocurrency. And the link down to Patreon if you want to get in earlier. Again, like I say this in some of my videos, but so many people reach out to me that they make back the money from Patreon in the first few days. And that can always change, right? The market could turn red and we could start losing money, but that's not the case right now. Almost everyone is making their money back in the first day or two, in the first week. So definitely check it out down below. Thank you guys so much. If you want to see the video on Tesla buying Bitcoin, I'll put it up here. Also, check out the video on the other stock that I bought yesterday down here. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in one of these videos. Bye.